Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Friday, the 21st of October, 2022, right at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm running a little later than I wanted to. 71 degrees Fahrenheit outside, 21 degrees Celsius. Humidity is at 40%. 40%. Not an issue. And I am off to the daughter's house for the next several days. They are off to North Carolina to ride the tail of the dragon. I think they're riding the tail. Pretty sure it's the tail. So, just, I misjudged how long it was going to take me to get all my stuff in the truck and just get the house shut down and ready for me to be gone for a couple days. Turn off all the fans, turn off the heaters, all that good stuff. So, let's see. For those of you that were interested yesterday, there's the pergola. I guess you really can't see the top of it. They don't have the sunscreen up. I didn't think that was allowed. And under the old rules, it wasn't if you were a renter. Now, the majority of the park has been sold. So most of the places in there are owned by the people living in them. So, there's a few different rules that they allow. Anyway. Which, in some ways, that's good to know. In other ways, maybe not so good to know, because I've been known to push the boundaries. But I may go ahead and set up my pop-up tent again. Just have it so that I can take the top off, the canvas cover, so it doesn't blow away. That's the main problem with those things. The wind catches them, and they get destroyed. Excuse me. So if you don't secure the top down with all the little Velcro they've got, when a wind comes along, hopefully it'll just blow the cloth off. But if not, it shouldn't shouldn't destroy it quite as bad. I very seldom ever secure the straps down on the inside. But if you take it off completely and then just put it up there when you're ready to use it, then it takes even more of the danger of being destroyed away. Although it can be a pain in the neck sometimes to get that canvas cover up. doesn't always fit real great down on the tightness and what have you. I don't know how bright we are out this window. Hoping it's not flooding the camera out. Somewhere I lost my earpiece, and I don't remember if I was wearing it and lost it, or if I took it out somewhere. I haven't been able to find it on the dash, which is, yeah, there's a mess of stuff there. Or in front of my PC, which is where I usually put my phones and other stuff. But it's as bad as my dashboard. So, man, I knew it. I need to turn around and go back. Dadnabbit. Alrighty, let's try this again. Bound to happen. Always forget something. Hopefully, if there's anything else I forgot, it's going to be something minor. You could have run her over. That's okay. I wouldn't do that. Let's try this again. Anyway. Forget what I was talking about. Totally blew my entire train of thought. But be that as it may, really ain't nothing but a thing. I wanted to get over here. I wanted to leave at least by 3:30, not a little bit after 4 like it is now. I actually wanted to be out of here a little after 3 because the boys get home about 3:30. But they're fine. Their grandma's got them, or Aunt Gina. So, I'm not, it's not like there's a big problem about me being late, other than the fact that I'm running late. And I don't like doing that. But what the heck, I'll be over there for the next several days. Monday, I'm playing it by ear. I don't know if I'm going to stay until they get home Monday night, or just get the boys organized and leave them with Aunt Gina for the evening, and then go over to my daughter's house. So, my other daughter's house for dinner. Just, man, things were, like I said, they were just kind of hectic. I had things all like organized and ready to go. I just had to grab them and put them out in the truck. But it just took longer than I was expecting. And then I go and forget my computer in it after all. But it is what it is, right? What you gonna do? How much you can do? Keep on keeping on. I sat at that other traffic light for seemed like ever. Of course, because I wanted to turn around and get away from it. I didn't have room to back up, and there wasn't enough room for me to make a U-turn out of where I was at. I always leave enough space between me and the vehicle in front of me. With something kind of drilled into it, the different driving courses. You should be able to see where the tires touch the ground on the vehicle in front of you. which means you're back 10 or 12 feet. Doesn't always work, like if you're in heavy traffic, um, city driving or whatever, you're a lot closer. But if something were to happen, you don't have any place to go anyway. And you got 3 lanes of traffic, or 2 lanes of traffic and parked cars on both sides, you're stuck there regardless of what happens. But right there, that truck's front bumper was at the back bumper of the vehicle in front of me, and his back wheel was right at my window. So now I want to get over here. Probably could have turned there and avoided this light up here. Definitely the wrong time of day to be out if you don't like driving in traffic. We were kind of talking about this the other day. My son-in-law was, talking about how there's a lot less traffic up in the mountains where they had spent a few days last weekend. And my other daughter, or my other son-in-law, and how bad traffic down here has gotten. I mean, we've got 3 lanes of traffic, pretty solid for a good long line, and that's very reminiscent of what you get in Philadelphia and New York. Reminiscent of, nowhere near the same. Let's see, do I want to go? Yeah, I'll just stay on this road and get up on the interstate. I could turn at this next traffic light, and then there's 2 traffic lights past that, and I can get onto the on the spur road that takes me to the interstate. Anyway, it's 2 traffic lights either way I go, so if I can get this one green, which it just turned green, the traffic will start moving. What, 4 cars in front of me? Yep, they're all started. I doubt we'll get the next one green. So I brought stuff to do several projects. Project with all the kids. I have a project for just me. I forgot that was there. Actually, 2 projects for just me to do. So and hopefully I grabbed all the right stuff, all the right materials, all the right tools. I was like, had a project in mind and went around and gathered up everything I was thinking about, and just now realized, no, I did not. I forgot to grab tape. I don't know if I've got tape in my bag or not. Really need to do checklists, but these were kind of just like spur of the moment. What am I going to do? Oh yeah, I've got this. I can do that. Maybe I can get away without using tape. Or without using black tape anyway. Go see what my daughter's got in her office supplies. Anyhow, oh well. Probably won't end up doing anything of much anyhow. Just be, keeping an eye on the boys the next 2 days. I want to try to, if they're not sick. One boy's got strep throat, or had strep throat last night. But if they're feeling better tomorrow or Sunday, I'd like to get over to the park while we got the chance. The big park too, the wood park down at Jack's Beach, not the small park near them. So, let's see how this goes. I think I've got a break coming up. If this car would speed up, I guess they were slowing down because they had a traffic light, or the light changed. Anyhow, hi-ho, hi-ho. Come on, road runs out. I've got to come over. Yeah, thank you. Some people. Alright, looks like it's clear sailing. According to the signs, anyway, there's no traffic, there's no accidents up ahead. So, get her done. It's a gorgeous day out. It's hard to imagine it's only 71 degrees, which isn't a problem, believe me. Except that I still haven't figured out where I put all my heavier clothes. Somebody done lost a barbecue grill. One of those round Weber kettles, or a cheap knockoff version. Oh, excuse me. So last night as I was leaving the daughter's house, one of her neighbors had a tire rim out on the curb. I grabbed that thinking maybe this evening I can do a fire at it. A big fire up Friday. So I've got that in mind. Just to kind of a quick heat, just throw some pine cones and whatnot into a fire. They've got a fire pit, but where's the fun in that? We'll see. depending on how well the boys are feeling. If they're feeling punky, I'm not going to be out there making a fire and making them stay inside. That's just not fair. So, I don't know if we have marshmallows or not. I'm not planning on that big of a fire or that long of a fire. I don't know if y'all can see that barge out there in the river or not. I can't see. Made it to the north side of the river. That I don't mind doing that bridge in the brat buggy. I do not like it in the van. The van just catches the wind too much, and the stance on the van is wrong. It's sitting lower in the front end. It dances way too much. But with all that in mind, I miss driving the van. Hopefully one day here soon we'll get it fixed. We are like 98% sure what's wrong with it, but there's a test or two that my son wants to do before we bust into making that repair. It's going to be somewhere between $200 and $300 just in parts, materials, and possibly half a day worth of work. So 3 or 4 hours worth of work. The book calls for an hour and a half. So that's for a mechanic. I don't know. Looking at it, I'm thinking an hour and a half, 2 hours. But you never know, because you don't know, what else you're going to run into. If you run into, a busted bolt or a rusted bolt that you end up breaking and have to go find something, or bad bracket or what have you. So, been there, done that. Ugh. Don't need to be yawning, shouldn't be yawning. I didn't sleep the greatest last night. I was up like 4 or 5 different times, but I got a solid 8.5 hours, or a good 8.5 hours, even if it wasn't a solid, one shot. So I woke up at one point. I was having a dream. I can't really remember the dream, but it did something, and it messed up my lower back. I woke up, I was in pain, lower back just screaming at me. It took me a while to get, seriously, you stop at the beginning of a yellow light? Ah. I know, you're supposed to. Anyway, I could have driven a tractor trailer through that gap. What the heck? So anyway, I ended up, I mean, once I got to a new position, oh, come on. Because you're making an illegal U-turn. Without a turn signal. Four or five instances there I could have gotten through. But no. It's all right. I'll get through now. Just as the light changes. Guy behind me is like, the heck with this, I'm going through too. Careful when you're driving in Florida, people. I might be coming the other way. God. Still got, I don't know what I did in my sleep, but I'm still sore right there across my lower back. That put kind of a hindrance on me loading the truck today too. Just kind of slows me down. You know, I've got 4 steps to get up to the house, so I have to take them slow. I have to take them slow anyway, but I'm even slower when my back's bothering me. But it is what it is. So, I stopped at a thrift store the other day. They had a golf club cart that I was looking at, thinking it would make a neat walking aid. It had really thick wheels. Oh man, that sun flickering off of his windshield like a strobe light. I had actually grabbed it, put it in my cart, and pushed it around for a while, and thought about it. It's like, nah, I don't know. They want $10 for this thing, and I'm going to take it and cut it up with no guarantee that it's going to work and do what I want. So, like, all right. I left it. And then yesterday, maybe the day before, I found a little 3-wheeled stroller. It's got like 10 or 12-inch wheels, so not really a little one. It's a fairly decent size. My problem with them is they're too low. I need something about grocery buggy height. That's a good height for me to use as a stabilizing aid when I'm walking. And I need a little bit of weight in it. Not a lot, but you know, enough to lean into or hold on to. So I grabbed that and looked at it. I've got it in mind. I have to figure out some way to raise the handle, add a handle to bring it up a little more. Just 3 or 4 inches would be good. For weight, I figure I'll just throw my day bag in there. I'll walk around with my day bag and some water and what have you. So that's what's percolating in my head right now. I'll get home and maybe dive into that next week, or at least start like seriously looking at it, seeing what I can do with it. Yo, stay on your side. Oh. Anyhow. I was talking about getting like an electric scooter or an electric bike, and my daughter said, "Why? You've got this mobility scooter in my garage." Yeah, I do, and it's nice. It's just it's too big. It's too big and awkward. I don't have any place to put it at home. That's why it's in her garage. So anytime I want it, I have to come over here to get it. And it's slow. It's made for old people, old disabled people. And I don't care if I'm an old disabled person or not. I don't need turtle mode. And at its highest speed, it's in turtle mode. So, big thoughts, little wallet. That was the last turn for this ride, people. I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming along and listening to me. Excuse me. But let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever you all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fantabulous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I'll see y'all again. I hope you have a fantabulous day. Launch it, y'all.